It's black and white. Yeah. Black and white. Oh, 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 oh. It's black and white.
Good morning everyone, my name is Lee, welcome back to another video. It's Monday, 1st September 2025 and today's the first day of community services here in Buckinghamshire. So in this mini series for all 5 days, this is day 1, I'm going to be travelling around Buckinghamshire and showcasing all the new changes. Starting with Route 55, we'll get the 1015 55B service, which is Wycombe line FMD with red roads. So let's go. Good morning, Vandy.
How are you?
Yeah, not bad.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
They go down now for our track.
So on my first bus, Wycombe line FMD on with red roads. This is on the 55B service to Chesham. So the 55 is a new route. It's been reinstated for the first time in 3 years. That operates every 2 hours at the moment between Aylesbury, Wendover, Great Missenden and Chesham, with the 55A and B going a different way beyond Wendover, going towards Tring, Wigginton and Chesham. There are 2 buses on the route. Today is E8 and this bus, FMD, and it's operated by Red Rose. This route, the 55B, goes via Wendover, Tring, Wigginton, Charlesbury and St Leonard's, and it's scheduled to take a 1 hour, just over an hour to Chesham. But I'll show you the journey along the route once we pass Wendover, because it's the same as the 50. We're on diversion though because Elm Farm's shut today, but once we leave Wendover and RVF Halton, then it's new territory. So we've just left Wendover, heading up to Halton. So once we get to Halton, in the past that was where the 50 terminated, but with this 55B we go further up to Tring. Now currently, in the past, this road beyond Halton to Tring only had buses on a Sunday on Route 502 with red roads. Was originally Route 50 with red line and rail travel, but it's now Route 502 with red roads. As part of the change, Chesham and Tring now has direct bus again. Same for Aylesbury, Tring to Wendover on a Monday to Friday, which it previously didn't have for many years. So this is a great addition to the network, and it's awesome to see that we got more links coming in. It's literally me, my friend Daniel, his mum and someone else on the bus, so it's not that busy. Being the first day, so I can understand that. But this is also the first 55B of the day coming from Aylesbury. There were 2 in each direction. The first one in the morning came in early today. We should actually be meeting him shortly, actually, up in Halton, I believe, but it could be elsewhere. But yeah, so when we get to Halton, I'll show you the part when we pass the Halton point and on to Tring. So we've made it to Halton. We are scheduled to stop at the turning circle, and then by the looks of things we are actually going to be serving the turning circle. So this is where the 50 terminates currently at RVF Halton. However, as part of the schedule, we go It's different. Yeah. And there we go. There goes the other bus, E8 of our team. Steve French driving the bus. But we're now off on the road leading up to Chesham. Well, to Tring first, and then on to Wigginton. So we've left Tring now, and we're now in Wigginton. So Wigginton does still have another bus service, the Tring local bus run by Red Rose again. However, once we leave Wigginton, which we're just about to do in a minute, this bus would then lead up to a next village we're going through, Aylesbury. Now, this is where we are going into unknown territory, because obviously I've done this before on a heritage bus, but not on a public bus. But this is a new bit for me on a public bus. You going through Aylesbury and on to St Leonard's. But yeah, this route itself, it's an easy little route, operating twice a day. When this bus gets to Chesham, this bus will then get about half an hour in Chesham before going out as a 55A, which doesn't go through St Leonard's, but just goes direct down the road into Aylesbury and then up to Wigginton and back to Aylesbury. But we are emptied out now. We had to get off in Tring, but it's just me, Daniel, and someone, Daniel's mum now. But yeah, so we just left Wigginton on our way now to Aylesbury. Just going through Buckinghamshire Common at the moment. Of course, I've been down here many times on an old RF. Been through Aylesbury, we're now going through Buckinghamshire Common and up to our next village, St Leonard's, which is actually closer to Wendover than Chesham. But then we go down Billington and into Chesham. I mean, it's still empty. I mean, no one's on apart from me and the others. But yeah, I mean, Buckinghamshire Common is a nice village as it is. Of course, I've been on this before on an old RF at the 2023 running day of Chesham. And of course, I've gone through Aylesbury last year. I will be hopefully going through that later this year. Hopefully later this month actually, because it's September now. But yeah. So, I've just left St Leonard's and we're on our way to Billington now. So, in St Leonard's it just goes around the Coppice Farm Park, Caravan Park, which has a very nice London Transport style bus stop sign, which is funny. We go back on ourselves a little bit and then through St Leonard's itself and up to Billington. And then we go straight into Chesham. So it's a nice simple route, and it's nice and scenic around this area. I mean, I've been on it so many times on a heritage bus. It's an absolute gorgeous area, this part of South Buckinghamshire. But yeah, we'll take this up to Chesham and then we'll get off there and we're going to catch, the original plan was to get another bus, but we're going to be going to Wycombe now. So we're going to get Carousel Route 1, depending which one's going to come first, and we'll take that to Wycombe. So we just left Billington on our way to Chesham now. So we've actually picked up passengers in Billington, which is great. 3 passengers, so it makes us 6 of us, which is fine. At the highest we've had so far. But the route itself is lovely. I've been on it so many times. But yeah, we're going to take this to Chesham and then we get off and we're getting Carousel on Route 1. Driving into Chesham now. This is where we can get off. We've got 6 minutes for our walk. Right, standing. All the way around. Thank you. Thanks, Vandy. So we made it to Chesham. Chesham is a very nice town, and I'll be back here in a few weeks' time for the Chesham bus running down. But we're now going to get the one to High Wycombe with Carousel. Now, Route 1 hasn't had a major change, it's just lost its 1C variant to Cartridge, which is now Route 105. But we're going to catch the number 1, which is in about 5 minutes, and head up to High Wycombe. We're now going to get 80209 itself with Carousel, one of the old Thames travel vehicles, League 1. Hi, you alright? Thank you. So we're on my next bus, JF09 OXF or 80209 with Carousel bus. This is in the old Thames travel colours. This is a recent transfer from Thames to Carousel for increased capacity with the new routes. So this is going to take me on the 1. There's no real changes to the 1 apart from the fact that they now run every half an hour to Hemel Hempstead, and the 1C variant to Cartridge has been withdrawn and replaced by the Route 105. We were hoping to get the 105, but unfortunately we have just missed it, and they're hourly. But the 354's just arrived. Y15G came, Scott driving as usual on the 354, ready. So yeah, I'm not going to show you this route because obviously I've been on the 1 so many times. But yeah, it's a nice little route, and this one being the Stanley Hill one. So yeah.
The lorry, someone hit him in the lorry, but he's had to pay extra.
Polishing his high oil combustion, you know, next one, but
what's that company? GS?
CSG.
Oh, CSG.
we've got put a spanner
Yeah.
in the works.
Well, I spoke to
I've
the
just said
lady
to
who
him,
said it shouldn't
Daniel,
affect
without needing to pick
him,
up
but
the
I
phone
just
tables.
rang him to tell him, and he said no,
So,
apparently he's had to pay extra.
Bus station on
insurance.
times.
But it wasn't his fault, it was the other drivers. I think so, yeah. Because they basically turned around and said it wasn't worth fighting. Because he said it's that letter sufficient and that, so the lady said yeah it was, so
Thank you.
yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you. And here we are in High Wycombe now. We need to do some other things. I'll join you later. So made it to High Wycombe now. That was a nice ride on 209. Now, me and Daniel have got to do a bit of things first. So we're just going to get the next 32 to book at Asda, and then I will be back later. But I must add, MFO is here, which was originally the bus for the 155, 156, 158, 160 services in Marlow, but they have now gone to Carousel. So it's now on the 29th instead, run by Red Eagle now, which has gone over from Carousel. And it now operates differently. But I'm good. But I'll see you in hopefully about an hour's time, hopefully on my next bus. Okay, but an hour later we're back in Wycombe, well, actually it's time for us to go. So we're now going to get LJ09 KPZ, so the Buckinghamshire New University MM5 200, back to Aylesbury on the 300. So yeah. Hiya. Thank you. Okay, change of plan. I've just got off a Prince Whisperer. Cape Z is running about 10 minutes late at the minute. And we were clonking up old Coombe Lane, so on the 300. Now, Daniel's left me. He's gone on back to Chesham. However, I have taken the decision that I'm going to catch something a little bit different, but I catch it all the time. I'm going to catch the RACB, the Brisbane Area Community Bus. Now, the Brisbane Area Community Bus, those who don't know, is the community bus service around Princess Risborough. It operates one bus, PR73 bus. RX16 XFA was in former bus, and that's now at Red Rose, in fact, as E12 RRT. I'm going to take it on their Route 6, which is the Monday, Thursday and Saturday only bus from here in Princess Risborough to St Garden Centre. There, I've just booked Village Connect back home, so I should be home for about 4:10. So yay. But I'm not going to show you that because the point of that is a minibus, so what do you expect? I'm going 2 minibuses. But I'm going to end it here in Princess Risborough. So thank you very much for watching. If you like my stuff, please like, comment and subscribe. I'll just pass you the voice over me to sum up what's happened today and what we'll find out about later this week. Conclude this video and a quick review of day 1 of the bus service changes in Bucks. So here we go. So on day 1, Monday the 1st of September 2025, me and Daniel Meeking of the Transport of Buckinghamshire channel travelled around Buckinghamshire, around the south of Buckinghamshire primarily, up and sampling some routes. The first route and bus was YX9 FMD on the 55B service to Chesham. We then got off in Chesham and then got carousel bus 80209 JF09 OXF, one of the E400s that's recently transferred from Thames Travel on the number 1 service to High Wycombe. After a couple of hours in High Wycombe, I then got LJ09 KPZ and the Buckinghamshire New University Environment 100 on the 130 service back to Princess Risborough. After I got off, I did say that I was going to get the Risborough community bus. However, this didn't turn up, and instead I got another bus up to High Wycombe, back to Stoke Mandeville, and then I got Village Connect back from there. But the information about the 55 A and B and the 55, all 3 services are from Aylesbury to Chesham. The 55 is a peak hour only service via Great Missenden. The 55A is a return trip and an extra trip from Aylesbury via Charlesbury. And the 55B is 2 return trips via Charlesbury, but as well as that, that also goes to Coppice Farm Park Caravan Park in St Leonard's. On a Saturday, there were 2 return trips each on the 55A and B only, and an extra trip from Chesham on the 55A. All 3 of these services are operated by Red Rose, operating out of Stowe, with 2 buses. But what's to come next week on day 2? Next week we'll be seeing changes in Milton Keynes and Luton, so stay tuned for that. But thank you very much for watching this episode. If you want to see day 2, you'll have to wait till next week. But thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you.